it was just me waking up and deciding to come back. I mean, you get reserved, thoughts about question yourself, do you want to come back or do you? But that day was more like, yeah, I want to come back. It was 100%. So that's what I went with.
Errol, how's his training with Ronnie Shields?
It's great. I like it. I'm learning in the gym. It's 24/7. Like I'm just learning something. I feel like my brain is working too. Not only just going through the motions and just working on stuff that I've been working on for 10 years, 15 years. It's learning new stuff, and I feel like a kid again in school, just learning new tricks to the trade.
Has there been any difficulty adapting your style working with Ronnie Shields and the new trainer?
Nah. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a little difficulty getting the rhythm down, but from both of us. But once you get the rhythm down and stuff, then everything's good from that point.
Was going to Australia maybe part of the getting up for a fight? Obviously, Tim's a tough fighter himself, but kind of giving yourself a little more, like you're not going to be in friendly ground.
Yeah, definitely, man. Man, life is short, and I feel like I'm always looking for a high, and I feel like this is the highest form to go into a foreign territory, a foreign stadium, and where all these fans. I don't know where the venue's gonna be at, but I'm sure it's gonna be 40, 50,000 plus fans, and they're all going against me, so I feel like that'll be a great moment.
Errol, anybody else have questions?
Was there a moment that stood out where you said you were convinced to come back to the ring? You talked about that up there, but where was the time? What was the situation where you said, "That's it, I need to come back"?
Shoot, it was more just about just waking up and just and just deciding one day, going to the boxing gym, and I was like, man, I'm gonna come back, and then then it just happened from there. That was the beginning of it, but it was just more just thinking about it, and then I was like, I was for sure ready to come back. It was not where I was like, I'm gonna come back, and then an hour passed, and I'm like, I'm not coming back. Nah, I'm cool. It wasn't that. It was more, I was sure I was coming back.
Losing to probably the best fighter of the generation is absolutely not a crime at all. I mean, did you also, discuss that in your mind and say, like, look, I still have it. I still can prove how great I am?
A little bit, but it didn't go like that.
Well, what's it like been working with Jermell in Ronnie's gym?
It's great. It's great. Jermell is motivation. Just being in the gym with somebody of Jermell caliber, just like me, and just working together, hitting the bag together. I mean, it's great. And just getting him in the gym, it's great. I like it.
Have you guys done
Steve,
sparring?
let's get some more questions. You guys have any questions?
You said up there that you understand if people thought you were a shell based on the last performance against Terrence. What's your form now compared to what you brought into the ring July 2023? This version of Errol Spence versus there. Was there ever a time you wondered in this layoff, maybe I can't do this anymore?
I mean, now I think just even seeing me up there, like I'm more energy, more alive, mentally better, physically better, and like I said, I'm a realist. I can see why people would say, oh man, I don't think he's just selling himself or he's not coming back, because I would think the same thing if I was on the outside looking in. So no knock to anybody. They should have reserves about me, but it's gonna be a good show.
Did you feel your balance wasn't right in that fight with Crawford? And if it wasn't, why is that? And how do you shore that up for this fight with Tszyu?
I'll talk about that in my documentary. If Netflix want to buy it, we definitely have a documentary talk about all that.
What is it that he said online that kind of upset you and didn't want to shake his hand?
It's a lot. It's just him being just dismissive. Just saying little things, and how he gonna retire me, and just saying little stuff, and No, man, this at the end of the day, this is a war. I'm coming into a foreign territory. Coming to, he's coming to retire me and, take my name, and I'm coming to foreign territory and, conquer his stadium and conquer his country. So I don't think there's no need for just shaking hands and ha-ha, and then next thing you know, we trying to knock each other head off. Like I told him, I'll shake a hand, give you a hug after the fight. But right now it's game time, it's war time, and we going to war, so I don't give a fuck about all that shaking hands and kissing and all that shit.
Yo, Errol, 3 years ago, man, you were one of the first from this modern batch of fighters to bring up the sanctioning fees and question that. Where do you feel about everything that's gone on since your absence and the movement, specifically the Zuffa versus the traditional old school wars going on?
I can't really speak on that because when I was away, I was away. So I was nothing but family time. I was away. I watched a few fighters that I know. Like when they fought, I watched their fight, but like I wasn't keeping up with none of that. Like I was totally locked into the real world.
Do you still feel belts are important though?
I mean, man, I'm talking as a 36-year-old man, but when you're 20, 19, 21, and you first turn professional, I mean, your whole goal is to get a world title. That's the only thing you dream of. I wasn't dreaming about making $2 million. I wasn't dreaming about driving Ferraris and all that. I was dreaming about being a world champion. So, I mean, I can't speak for the younger guys and younger generation because that's what they want. They want to win world champion. I mean, they want to win world titles and stuff, but, me being that young, I also wasn't worried about, my finances and stuff like that, too. So, it's kind of a double-edged sword, but, I mean, it's going to be whatever it's going to be, but, I mean, a lot of kids out here, I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for my goal was to win world titles. When I was 15, 16, I was watching nothing but, title fights and seeing these guys with all these belts and things like that. And that's what inspired me to be great. It wasn't really about the money until I got a little older, started having a family and stuff, and then start dealing with the finance and stuff like that. But, everything. It is a huge problem in boxing that we do need to fix, and hopefully it'll get fixed soon. I mean, boxers need representation. I mean, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to even have a damn union because we are independent contractors. So how we gonna have a union when we're working with so many other this promoter not working with that promoter and all this? It's different entities. So how are you gonna have a union? So it's gonna be a huge leap for. It's gonna be a lot for us to get through certain obstacles.
Errol, before you world title something you want to go for? Also to fight Canelo Alvarez. If that fight comes up next, would you be willing to move up to 168 to fight Canelo Alvarez?
We'll see. We'll see.
Which of the current champions would you like to fight?
Once you get to a certain level, you're not really worried about champions. Like I said, yeah, I wanted belts when I was younger and things like that. And I still will get one if the opportunity, come, but I just want great names. Good names, great names. That's more on my radar than, winning world titles.
What are some of those good names, great names that are out there right now for you?
Good question.
Did you guys have a falling out? Did you and Matt have a falling out or something?
Nah, we didn't really have a falling out. Dude been kind of, I would say, jealous of me. Dude been kind of jealous of me because, I guess he looked at me as like, I guess, PBC Golden Boy or something and all this and that. So, he been jealous of me, but I mean, the proof is in the pudding. It's the reason why. It's the reason why he hasn't had a fight yet, and it's the reason why I can say, "Hey, I want to fight," and then I have a fight tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. People tired of goddamn, giving him fights, and then you get in the red because he fighting and he ain't got any fans. Like, where can Jermell fight at and sell out? Can't even fight in Houston and sell out. Like, so where is he fighting at? Like, he mad at me, but we might handle that in the future.
Did you feel that in the gym or something? It sounded like.
Yeah. I mean, I felt a little bit in the gym, but trying to be solid, man. Most times you can't be solid all the time. You gotta, listen to your intuition and not mess with people how you mess with people. But that's just my courage to try to keep it solid, trying to be thorough.
Fans love your ring walks, man. So any chance you take somebody like Big Tuck or Yellow Beezy out there?
Nah, I might come out to the Aborigines or something in Australia or something. Might look out to them, come out to them. It's a lot of injustice going on in Australia right now, especially with the Aborigines and stuff. They got their own flag and everything, so might do something with them, come out to their flag and have a little fun.
Coach Ronnie, you've been with Errol, you've heard all the speculation and the commentary about he's washed, he's this, he's that. What have you seen in your training and your moments with him? What have you seen? What does he have left?
Well, I'll tell you like this, right? The layoff, I think, done him great. And the first day he came in the gym, I pushed him really hard. And I just wanted to see what he had left. And he had more than I thought he had. It's just, when you listen to people and you hear different things, but I couldn't wait for myself to see what I could do that could help him in this game. So he did everything better than I thought he could do. So I know that we got a fresh fighter here, and you guys are going to see it, straight.
Errol, Tim was talking about it's going to be his last fight in retirement. Do you see this as, for both fighters, the loser is looking at something, retirement?
I already got my right foot hanging out the door. Hey, we never know.
But in this fight, though, Fundora, who's a southpaw like you, super busy with his volume and his jab, and it gave him a lot of problems. Do you think you'll be able to exploit some of the same things with your style?
I mean, it's really no knock to him on losing to Fundora, just because, Fundora would be a hard opponent for anybody. The dude's 6'8", and now he's using his distance, using his range, using his jab. So I don't knock him for that. He put on a hard fight. He kept coming. He never gave up. He tried to give it his all.
Errol, just to piggyback off of what you just said, though, this is, I think, something that a lot of fight fans are wondering as they sit at home watching this video right now. You said you got the 1 foot out the door. A lot of people thought that you were doing good, and now you've been doing good. You've shown it. We don't think it. We've seen it.
Yeah.
You look like you're doing good. You look like you're doing great. Why jump back in the fire again?
Because the fire never left. I've been in the fire just because y'all haven't seen me, just active like that. I don't come out and talk a lot, but I've been in the fire. It's the same thing what he said about, I'm coming back in the fire, but the fire never left me. The fire was still being me after I retired. You don't lose that. So I just came back because I feel like, I've been in the gym and I feel like I got a lot left. And of course I'm not gonna leave it all in the ring. So that's why I say I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Because when it's time to go, I know, and I'll be ready.
Was a little fuel added to that fire when the commentary about that nobody in his family has lost in Australia? I saw you kind of light up when they said that. A little bit, but
Yeah, so it was first time for everything. So I definitely look forward to defeating him in Australia and just supporting all those people.
Hey, I asked Tim a similar question, man. We keep hearing about, does Errol still have it? What has he lost over the years? Can you talk a little bit about not do you still have it, but what have you gained? What can you bring in your time away to the ring that's going to help you that we may not notice?
Just I feel more mentally just sharper. Just physically stronger. I just feel like this layoff gave me time to reflect a lot, gave me time to just recover. You know, I've been boxing for a long time at the top level. Even the amateur, I was fighting at the top level, fighting six times a week, sometimes 5 times a week, you know, at over 200, 300 amateur fights. So I needed this break. Like, I never got the break. Even after my car accident, you know, after a little while, I was trying to walk up the steps and, you know, doing little things. I never took a break off. Even with my eye injury, you know, they told me I can't work out. So I was walking. I was walking like 8-10 miles a day in the sauna suit and stuff, just trying to keep my weight down. So, you know, I never took a break, and I enjoyed this 3-year layoff. Like, it gave me a lot of clarity, and it let me know that I'm okay with or without boxing. I'll be okay, because that's a scary moment when you used to be in the gym 24/7 all the time, and you know you're not in the gym. Because it was a time where when I ran and went to the boxing gym, my day was over. Like, I wasn't worried about nothing else, and I really didn't have nothing else. Like, when I was done, when I wasn't going to the gym like that, like, I really didn't have any other hobbies, anything I else was good at, because I always focused on boxing. That was my only focus. That was the only thing I was worried about. That was it. But, you know, it gave me a lot more clarity when I just started focusing on my kids and focusing on my family as a whole, and just traveling, just enjoying life and just seeing different things. I just feel rejuvenated.
What's it like when you cross paths with Terrence? I don't think he winds up getting in the position to get the Canelo fight without you coming to the table and making that fight happen with him. So just what's it like when you guys cross paths and catch up?
When we see each other, we just say what's up to each other. You know, he asked how my kids doing and stuff. You know, I seen his son there, and they just won the wrestling championship or whatever. I dapped them up, but nah, it ain't no bad blood between us.
Any symbolism in the hair, the growth and the cutting of the hair?
I mean, you know, I'm always changing my hairstyles. I went with dreads, and then I was like, man, I'm gonna cut my dreads out because summertime is hot. And then when I cut my dreads, I was like, I want to keep something. So I wicked it in the back. That's like, I wicked it in the back and just made it into a rat tail. And then just by coincidence, like, I had forgot that Tim dad used to wear the rat tail. So
that's what I was.
Yeah, Tim dad used to wear the rat tail. I was like, nah, I didn't do it. I didn't do it because of him. I just trying to do something, because I always wanted a rat tail, so I was just trying to do it, and then by coincidence, I guess it was just meant to be.
When you gonna rock the Jermell Miller?
Oh, hell no. Nah, man.
Last question, guys.
Errol, when you got back into the gym, was there a point where you're like, man, I'm back? We're like, oh yeah, I'm back. Like, truth is back.
Yeah, it took a while though, because at first, man, like, older people, like, you hear like older guys, like, when they tell you, like, you get older, like, you know, it's not the same when you're young. When you're young, you just get up and go. You're 21, 20, you just get up and go, work out, all that. But like, when you start being more intense and getting into it, you know, stuff start hurting, like sides and all that, back, like everything, like stuff that I ain't never felt before it started hurting. So it took some time for my body to adjust to start working harder, because I just picked up the intensity. So it took some time, but I mean, it's been good. But I can't complain. It's all a journey, and it's about falling in love with the journey. Because one day all this will be over.
We're going to take one more question from Sean and then from Lance. Marcus, hold on. Sean, go ahead.
Errol, what do you say to fans, though, your fans, boxing people who are worried about your health heading into this? They would hear things like your speech from the Crawford fight on and everything, and there's genuine concern there about this man stepping through the most brutal sport, in the world. What do you say to that?
I mean, I say I'm all right. I mean, how my speech now? I mean, my speech always been kind of slurred with these two right here because they're not spaced out, so air can't even come through there. So when I say my S's, it's like because there's no air can come through here. You know what I'm saying? So that's just from the car accident, things like that. So. I mean, I appreciate everybody though with their concerns and things like that. You know, I had my concerns too, and they right to have those concerns, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Last question.
Because of who you are and the openings at 154 and 160, have you already kind of like mapped out what you want to do, or is it strictly going to be like a one fight at a time decision making process?
I mean, it's one fight at a time. One fight at a time. I'm not really mapping out anything. I'm just going with the flow and just enjoying the whole process of things. And just like I said, all this will be gone one day, so you gotta live in the moment and enjoy the process. So I'm just enjoying the process in the moment right now.
How good does it feel to be back?
It feels real good to be back. I mean, I don't really care to do these many interviews and things. But like I said, it's time to enjoy the process and things like that because all this will be gone one day. So I'm gonna enjoy the process and embrace everything.
And on that note, guys, thank you very much.
What happened? The push-up contest on vacation. What happened?
Man, them dudes are strong, man. I think they're muscle heads.